Welcome back. In the previous video, we had discussed about how exactly the Bellman-Ford algorithm works. In today's video, let us discuss a special case about the Bellman-Ford algorithm as well as the pseudocode and the time complexity of the Bellman-Ford algorithm. Now, let me take an example wherein I have a graph with 4 vertices, which implies that my value of n is 4. So, how many times I need to do relaxation? I need to do relaxation n minus 1 times. That is the number of times we are supposed to do relaxation is n minus 1. That is 4 minus 1 is 3 times. 3 times. Let me maybe this is my initialization. Now, what does the initialization says? Let me assume for this particular graph, I am taking my source vertex. Let my source vertex be A. Source vertex is A. So, distance from A to A should be marked as 0, and the distance to all other remaining vertices C, B, C and D should be marked as infinite. Five, 4, 2, minus 8 and 3. Now I need to do relaxation 3 times. How we do relaxation? Relaxation is done based on the edge list. First thing is take the edge list. What are the edges? I have 5 edges. First edge is A to B. Second edge is A to D. Third edge is from B to D. Fourth edge is C to B, and last edge is D to C. Now I need to do relaxation 3 times based on this edge list. Let me try to do the relaxation. I'll call this as relax 1. So A, B, C, D. I'll take the first edge AB. B, A to A is 0, 0 plus 4 is 4, 4 and infinity. I'll change this to 4. From infinity it gets changes to 4. Next, A to D. A to D is this. It is infinity. 0 plus 5 is 5 and infinity. This gets updated to 5. A to D. Next is B to D. This is 4 plus 2. 4 and this edge is 2. 4 and 2 is 6. 6 and 5. Minimum lesser one is 5, 3 and 5 as it is. Next, C to B. This is infinite. Infinity plus infinity minus 8 is infinity. Infinity with 4 as it is. So no changes here. Next, this will be next is DC. This was infinite. DC, that is 5 plus 3. This was 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 and infinity is 8. This gets changes to 8. So this was after first relaxation. 4, 2, 5, 3 and minus 8. Let me do relaxation for the second time. A to B, C, D, zero, 4, 5, 8. This was 4, 5, 2, 3, minus 8. Let's do relaxation once again. Now 0 plus 4, 4 as it is. Next 0 plus 5, 5 as it is. Next B to D. B to D is 4 plus 2, 6, 6 and 5, 5 as it is. Next C to B. 8 minus 8 is 0, 0 and 4. And this 4 gets changes to 0 now. Next, D to C, 5 plus 3, 8, written 8 as it is. In second relaxation, one value was changed. Now, do relaxation for third time. A, B, C, D. What were the values? 0, 0, 5, 8. Edge cost was 2 minus 8. 3, 4 and 5. Now let's apply the edge list. A to B, 0 plus 4 is 4 and 0, 0 as it is, 0 and 5, 5 and 5, 5 as it is. Next 0 plus 2 is 2, 2 and 5, this gets updated to 2. Next C to B, 8 minus 8, 0, 0 as it is, D to C, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 and 8 is 5. Now actually I was supposed to stop here because for 4 nodes I should do 3 relaxation. I have done. Now let me do one more relaxation and check what happens. This is an additional relaxation that I am doing. As per the algorithm, we are supposed to do only n minus 1 relaxation. That I have done here. Now let me do one more relaxation. A, B, C, D. Four, 5, 2, 3, minus 8. What was the earlier value? 0, 0, 2 and 5. Now A to B, 0 plus 4, 4 and 0, 0 as it is, 0 plus 5, 5 and 2, 2 as it is. Next BD, 0 plus 2, 0 plus 2 is 0 plus 2 is 2, 2 and 2, 2 as it is. Next C and B, 5 minus 8, 5 minus 8 is minus 3. Minus 3 and 0, which one is less? 5 minus 8 is minus 3. 0 and minus 3, 0 is 0. Minus 3 is less, I updated this. Next D and C, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 and 5 as it is. Now if you see, I am doing an additional relaxation on doing additional relaxation. Additional in the sense I was supposed to do only 3, but I have done 4 relaxation. On doing additional relaxation, we find some changes or some update happen even after the third relaxation. So therefore, it implies that there is some problem in the Bellman-Ford algorithm. Now, what is the problem? If there is a negative cycle, Bellman-Ford algorithm does not work. Now, if you go back here, if you see there is a cycle from D to C, there is an edge, C to B and B to D, there is a cycle. Now, what is the cost of this cycle? 3 minus 8 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 minus 8 is minus 3. So, it implies that if there is a negative cycle, Bellman-Ford algorithm fails. Please note that if there is a negative cycle, Bellman-Ford fails. So this is the special case that we look for in case of Bellman-Ford algorithm. Now with this information, we'll come to the pseudocode of the Bellman-Ford algorithm. Before discussing the Bellman-Ford algorithm, the Bellman-Ford algorithm makes use of 2 different algorithms. One by name initialize a single source, wherein we do the initialization. As you have seen earlier, that in case of initialization, the distance to source itself should be marked as 0, and to all other vertices it should be marked as infinity. That is what we are doing. For each vertex V, which belongs to G dot V, V dot D is being initialized to infinity. Initially we are marking infinite to all the vertex, including the source vertex. And this is V dot pi. Pi denotes, pi is an array which holds the parent node. From where we got the shortest distance. And finally we are updating this distance to source as 0. So this is one pseudocode of initialization. The second one is as I have told earlier, how to do relaxation. So this is the steps involved to do relaxation. That means if distance to B is greater than distance from U plus edge UV, then the distance of V should be updated to this particular value. Once you update the distance, it implies that the parental node has also changed. Now I am changing the parent of V to U. This is about the initialize single source algorithm or the pseudocode and the relax pseudocode. Coming to the Bellman-Ford algorithm, if you see the input to this Bellman-Ford algorithm is a graph, is a weighted graph denoted with G, and this W denotes the weight of all the edges. and S denotes the source vertex because Bellman-Ford is a single source shortest path algorithm. Now what is the first step that we are supposed to do in Bellman-Ford algorithm? We have to do the initialization. That is the distance from source to source is marked as 0 and to all the other vertex it should be marked with infinite. That is done with the help of one more algorithm by name initialize a single source that we have done. What is the second step? The second step is we need to do relaxation. How many times we need to do relaxation? It depends upon the number of nodes. If number of nodes is n, then I need to do n minus 1 times relaxation. Now that is the second step. There is a for loop iterated from 1 to number of vertices minus 1. Now in each relaxation what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to take all the edge list and based on the edge list we need to do the relaxation. That is what I am doing here. So I am taking all the edges. Based on these edges I am doing a relaxation. Now actually the Bellman-Ford algorithm should stop at this condition itself. Now once I do this, I should get the shortest path. Now one problem with the Bellman-Ford algorithm was, if there was a negative cycle, then the Bellman-Ford algorithm fails. How to check? Do a relaxation one more time. That is what I have done in this step. In this step, I have taken all the edges and I am trying to do relaxation. If there is any updation that is being done, then it implies that Bellman-Ford algorithm does not work. So I am returning false. If this condition is not true, even after doing an additional relaxation, if there is no update, then it implies that the Bellman-Ford algorithm is absolutely fine. At the end, I am returning true. So this is about the Bellman-Ford algorithm. Now coming to the time complexity of the Bellman-Ford algorithm. Now how much time the first step takes? It is initialize the single source pseudocode. Now it depends upon how many vertices are there. So the first step takes order of V time. It depends upon the number of vertices. Now coming to the second step, third step and fourth step. Here I need to do relaxation. How many times I do relaxation? It depends upon how many times the outer for loop gets executed and how many times the inner for loop gets executed. The outer for loop gets executed V minus 1 times. This executes V minus 1 time and this inner for loop gets executed E number of times. E number of times. So this part of the code has a time complexity of VE minus E. As this is VE minus E. Anyway, this E is having a lesser value, so I'll take VE. This is this part. This part is having this VE time complexity. Now coming to the fifth, sixth and seventh step, how many times this gets executed? This depends upon the number of edges. So the number of edges is E. Now you have one part of the algorithm with the time complexity of order of V, next is order of VE and next is order of E. Among these three, higher one is this, hence I can say the time complexity is order of VE. Let me write this as order of V. Yeah, this is about the Bellman-Ford and the time complexity of the Bellman-Ford algorithm. Thank you.